Hey! Hey! Oh, y'all know I take it. Hey! Peace. I come in the bond name of Father Shall Born Eternal Praise my Lord. Alright, today's supreme mathematics is understanding cipher. You know, all being born to understand it. However, this is not only earthly appreciation, this is also the month of the woman. Okay? Now, my build today is going to be a little different from how I build all the time. Because, you know, my build is significant. Hear me out. The significance of the earth. You need to understand that. You know, a lot of y'all brothers quote a lot of the lessons from the meat lesson of 140. You know, when you talk about the diameter and you talk about the circumference. You know, those of you who have an earth like me, but do you really know your earth diameter? Huh? Do you really know your earth diameter, or do you really know what that is? Okay? The diameter, in our lesson, it says that it's 7,926 miles. If you science it up and draw it up, you will see God on His wisdom to His equality. And a diameter dealing with geometry, y'all don't even know that's what you're speaking when you're saying a diameter dealing with geometry. Check this out. It equals 2. What I tell you all the time, don't take me on face value, go see it. And what is 2? Wisdom. Again, we back at the 1 when we deal with this. Alright? And also, you have the circumference. That's one side to the other side of the cipher. We say it's 24,896 square miles, approximately 25,000 square miles. That's what we say it is. So, your black woman, you gotta know all that about it. It's not just, you know, you deal with the science of the 6 sextillion tons. Okay? We're talking about the earth today. And don't get it mixed up. 6 sextillion tons don't only mean your God's getting caught up in them 21 cycles of the earth. No. Shout out to my big brother Dumont. What would you go for him? You know? But you really have to know your earth diameter and a circumference. Because if you don't, you caught up. Carrying the weight of the planet Earth is nothing to mess with. And the build and destroy it, we tell you that. Okay? It tells you that. You'll be in all types of different kinds of actions with your woman. You know what I'm saying? You'll see sometimes she's so emotional, she cries, she rains, you know what I'm saying? She's still back down. Then you gotta draw that water up. You the sun, right? The black man is symbolic to the sun, right? Now check this out. The planet Earth and our Earths and this nation, they are symbolic. Why? The Earth is tilted on an axis at 23.5 degrees. Why is that? And how do I know that? You know why? Look at the 4 seasons. The sunlight do that. Allah Shah just was up here speaking about it. And I'm going a little further with it so you can get to understand. You see, when the earth revolves and rotates, which is 2 different things. Okay, this is revolving. This is rotating. When she's going around me, okay, receiving my light and heat, she's doing what? Knowledge in God. So, in our language, if you go to the supreme alphabets, what's knowledge, God?
Queen, quarter.
Everything's subject to be shown and proved. You know? So you gotta really understand your black woman. And she's that sacred cipher to us. She's the best part. Not just the children, because the children come from her. Actual fact, you know what I'm saying? And the earth is so rich and beautiful. You see brothers, some brothers deal with the sign of lust when they see you with your earth. They look. That's okay. Because again, let's go back to the building story. In that degree, I tell you, the sun and the moon have attractive powers on our planet. So don't be surprised when you're walking around with your earth. You might be sitting there. It happened to us last night at life party. You know what I'm saying? We was at life party. My earth was sitting down. And quote unquote, I'm not going to say the sister's name, another earth just kept standing in my earth. You see, gravity is a strong force. You might not understand, but all of us have that force in us. If you all walk around saying this, but do you understand it? I'm the piece with the magnetic. See, you're thinking now, right? You're not just following what somebody else said. I'm the piece with the magnetic. Why are you? Some of you lost your magnetic. Both God's and earth. How do I know that? From just doing the knowledge and see what you're doing. Again, the black woman is our sacred cipher, man. Let me tell you something, man. You ain't going no further than with your black woman. That's your counterpart. God spoke about the moon. He said it wasn't a dead planet. Right? Exactly. It's not a dead planet. You know, there's different forms of life. Different levels of life, different species of life. We have what we call an ecosystem. You know, ecosystem when it comes to life. Like right now, if all the trees and algae and things of that nature was going, we'll be dead. Did you hear me? We'll be dead. We need them. For what? The gas of God. God of ourselves. The gas for oxygen. So it's serious, man. Understand your black woman. You need to really understand your black woman. You know, whether she got knowledge or so, or she don't, you still should respect her. Because I told you last year, they carried us a kid. Y'all notice the poor part, right? Do y'all know that?
Yes, sir.
You know, you notice the poor. They carried us in the poor part over 240 something years. All right? You might not like it. So every time you think and you call your sister a bitch or something like that, check this out. Ask my earth, have I ever called her that since we've been together? Never. Never. And don't get mixed up when you see certain things. You know, because a woman is a type different from a man. So some of the things she say, she's going to say to get on your last nerve. You better believe that. You know what I'm saying? But I will tell you this. I will tell you this. A woman is strong. It's crazy. But it's nothing in comparison to the wrath of God.
That's right, God.
All right? And then once you understand, bring it back to this again. Once you understand, you being the God, you're not going to go no further than what your counterpart, your woman, you teach her, and y'all do together. That's an actual fact. Yeah, well, I know some of y'all sitting out there, some of y'all gods, stiff. I'm the God. I don't believe that, this and that. Well, guess what? Try. Try and see where you go. And those are my sisters who don't have God. It still applies to you. You still our sacred site. All right? It don't mean you look down upon somebody because they don't have a God. There's a reason for that. Always remember, everything in this universe is governed by law and order. And when you're able to understand that, you should be fine. And also, don't never leave these teachings out. Nothing you do. I'm going to say it again. Don't never leave these teachings out. Nothing you do. the supreme mathematics, I know for me, and many of you in here, saved my life, these teachings. And when I say saved my life, I really mean that. There's people sitting in this crowd that know me more than any of you, that walk the miles both in the Lost Free Cipher and the belly of the beast too. And they all tell you, the same thing I'm doing out here, I did it. I always was a universal builder. You know, and like I said, when it comes to my black women, my sisters, these earths and these queens, I'll probably be one of the first one online if somebody ever tried to transgress or go against them. And now, baby, I don't even gotta know you. As long as I know that you're right with that, I'm there. And everybody that knows me know that. I also want to remind y'all, just really think about that. What would you do if you're somewhere and you just hear this screamed out? Allah, you Akbar. What you gonna do? There you go. There you go. We forgot all about that. See, when I was coming up, when I got this knowledge, when I was 13, 14, 15, you couldn't just say that. We used to hang up Broadway Junction, used to be mad. There used to be so many of us up there that the police wouldn't even say nothing. You know, the guards would be up there selling this crime. I was a little guy, you know? So don't be surprised, man. You might be in a movie somewhere, somebody say that. It's your job, your duty to come to their aid. All right? And with that, I'm going to say peace, Queens. Hey!
If Mecca did this.